Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Julie Lee. You can find out more about what I do in the description box below. So we're here today to do the weekly channeled guidance, and so just as usual, before I start, just want to share some messages that were coming through early this morning, and I think just for the week. And so the first one, I mean, it ties into the whole, which something I talked about last week, about really aligning with the love frequency and vibration instead of going into fear, which is, really understandable and easy to do. But, it's really important when you become aware of that to align, with what is loving for yourself and for those around you. And also, so the first message was this week was about creating your own reality. And so, in case you're not quite sure what that means, for a very long time we've been conditioned to believe a certain way, that, for example, abundance only happens in a certain way. We need to work hard to achieve things in life. All these different perspectives that exist but aren't necessarily true, and may not be the reality that you want to create. And so it's not about ignoring what's happening in your life and just going into your headspace and ignoring what is happening in your reality, but actually about looking into what, for example, where are you focusing your attention? Are you focusing on things that create a lot of fear or fearful thoughts? Spending time with people who are fearful, or are you choosing to, for example, not watch mainstream media, not get caught up into that paradigm of fear? So it's really, we all have this ability to create what we see in our lives. So it's really important to focus on what it is that you want to create, and be aware of resistance that comes up, and also we all have stuff that we need to work through. And so to look at that stuff, when you get triggered, for example, to look at those things. So there's a very strong message about really stepping into our power now. And when we step into our power, that means we are coming from a place of love. And when we align with that power, then it means that we can create the reality that is really of the highest vibration for us. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about, do message me. But as usual, let's see what the tarot card has to say about the week ahead as well. So what's the message for the week ahead? Oops. Okay. Message for the week ahead. What's the message for the week ahead? Oh, there's actually 3 cards that came out. So yeah, this is what is coming out for me. And then we'll just look at what's at the bottom of the deck. And so we've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is about forward movement. And perhaps there's 2 choices as well, because we've got the black and the white. But it is about forward movement, choosing a path and taking the steps forward. And there will be momentum with that. So it's important to go with what is feeling good for you right now. And for some reason I'm being drawn to the 7, which is a very spiritual number. So if you feel you're at a crossroads, you're not quite sure where to go, tune into yourself. The 7 can be, because it's a spiritual number, it can be about taking time out to really reflect and consider what it is that is important to you. So yeah, I think it's really important to do that so that you can get clear. And also I'm being drawn as well to the square, which I haven't really noticed before when I've looked at the card of the Chariot, but it's a connection to your heart. So really go into your heart space, and I'm seeing the stars as well, and remembering again, it for some, I don't normally see the Chariot as a spiritual card, but for some reason today it's coming out that way. And it's almost like remember your connection to the universe, to the stars, to what is greater than you. You are great, you are the universe, but remember that you are part of that as well, and that you are a part of something magnificent. And so it's really, we might be like little sparks or one wave of the ocean, for example, if we imagine the ocean is the universe, but we play a part in that. So it's really important to remember that connection. And what I'm also seeing is to shine your light. That means being who you really are, speaking your truth, being authentic. And being a major arcana card, it's a big theme. So it's about forward movement, it's about your spiritual connection and really shining bright. And if you're having to make a choice, then really tune into your intuition and what it's trying to tell you. And then it's strange, normally I just read the cards as they are, but for some reason today I feel like I'm being called to look at them in parts. And so recent past is almost like you've walked away from something, probably on a global level we're walking away from something, and maybe it's walking away from something that no longer serves us. That's what I'm feeling. And also a way of being that no longer serves us. And that life that we were living before, prior to this situation that we're experiencing now, was a very different life. And it's almost saying goodbye to it, and see how it applies to your own life. Maybe there is a particular situation that you're saying you're moving away from as well, and it's because there's something better coming along. And even if we look at what's happening globally, the old way wasn't working, and we need to find a new way that is love-based, because everything that's happened has been more from fear, control, and all that type of stuff. So it's really important. That's why I think the message was coming in earlier about aligning with love, because that's where, if we want to be in this new world that is coming, then we need to align with that. So if you're walking away from something, or something is ending in your life, send it blessings. And if there's still some emotions around it, take a look at it and see what it is that needs to be healed, so that you can walk away with love in your heart. And there's nothing wrong with feeling angry and going through all those emotions. They're important. They're an important part of the step and process as well. But once you've gone through that, bless that situation, see what the learning was, and then allow yourself to move forward with ease. And then we've got what I consider the present moment, which is the moon card. And so the moon can represent things that are hidden, that need to be, the light needs to be shone upon. But also for me, it reveals the path being open, which is interesting, because temperance reminds me of that as well. And we've got a full moon, depending on where you are, either on the 22nd or the 23rd. So and that's in, I think that's in Aquarius, and it's a blue moon, because the second one this year. I can't remember what the definition of blue moon is, either 2 full moons in a month or something like that. But essentially, it's interesting that this card has come out, and Aquarius represents freedom. So it's allowing your emotions to be free, and being aware of what they are, giving them attention and shedding light on them. And also for me, the moon, I guess because I see the water, I associate it with intuition as well. And so there's a strong theme here because there's a lot of water coming out about tuning into intuition at this point in time in this week. And because there's a lot of intense energies at the moment, we had Uranus going retrograde on the 19th. And so, we've got like 6 planets in retrograde now. And it's a really important time to go inwards, to really, look at what is remaining that needs to be cleared and worked on, and shed light on that. And when you do that, then the path will become clear, will reveal itself. And with Temperance, Temperance card is about being patient, having patience, but it's also for me having one foot planted firmly on the ground, and one foot sort of planted in your emotional self or your spiritual self. And so it's more your spiritual self, because the emotional self can be misinterpreted, and so it's also confirming that the path will be revealed, but it's just to have patience to do so. And again, there's a lot of symbolism about spirituality, because we have this angel firstly, and then we've got her third eye being illuminated, or her crown as well being illuminated. And also, again, as with the Chariot, we've got this symbol in the heart space. And so for me, it's reaffirming we really need to connect with love, and really trust and know that things are unfolding, act when we feel that calling. And that's, the wonderful thing about intuition. It will tell us when we need to do something, and it'll be that voice that keeps saying something, which will keep talking. So really listen to that voice. But overall, if you're leaving situation for the week ahead, or in that process, go through the process of grieving and mourning and ending, and know that you're moving on to better things, and that when you tune into your intuition and know that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, the path will reveal itself as you keep tuning into your superpower, which I think is, for me, I believe, is our intuition. And and your greater connection with the universe. You are the universe, and you're part of the universe. And so remember that power, and to create your reality from this place of power and groundedness, and everything will just unfold as it's meant to, with ease and with perfect timing, etc. So I hope that resonates with you. I'm just thinking, is there another I might pull out actually a Louise Hay card, because that just feels like something right. So I'm just randomly pulling it out from a sack that I have of cards. Oh, this is beautiful. So what we've got is life supports me. So if you're feeling a bit wobbly, things are feeling a bit uncertain, just know that you are being supported. And it's almost like the birthing pains that we're experiencing now. Things feel hard, and we're like, no, we're going to make it. We don't know if we can do it. But just be assured that everything is working out as it's meant to, and just keep trusting and listening to that inner voice. And the message is, life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. I think that's really lovely. Such a great message. So I hope that resonates with you. If you have any questions, or if I can help you in any way, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. And wishing you a wonderful week ahead. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.